Hey, welcome to the Two Dudes Talk Movies podcast. I'm Cam.
I'm Luke.
And today, to continue our Black History Month movie review, we're going to talk about the movie Harriet. But as you can see by the angle, we have two guests today.
Yeah.
Malik
and
Jaleel. There we go. All right. Would you guys like to introduce yourself? What do you guys do? What do you do here at Eastern Age? Whatever. Shout something out.
I guess I'll go first. Well, my name is Malik.
Mm-hmm.
I major in film and TV production. I'm literally in a class with all of these guys except for Luke.
Yeah, I'm on my own.
I just met Luke today. Yeah, and I just film stuff, you know?
Yeah. Jaleel?
Pretty much same spiel, you know. I also just met Luke today. So that's the thing we got in common. Film major as well, classes with Cam. And I also just like to film stuff, you know?
Good biz. I also just met Luke today.
Yeah.
Nah, but you know, these are two cool guys from my class, so I just wanted to get them on. Why not talk about the 2019 historical drama Harriet? This was actually Malik's pick.
Yeah, bruh.
Well, I texted them last Thursday or something, and I was like, hey, can y'all come on this week? I would love to have y'all. And I want to put in the group chat just to like say, as a collective, what movie do we want to pick? And then like 10 minutes later, Malik's like, oh yeah, we're doing Harriet. All right, so it was like, all right. I'm like, all right. Text Luke. All right. So what made you pick Harriet?
Bro, I picked Harriet because you said Black History Month. I'm like, bro, we have to go Negro. We have to go Negro.
That's a slogan.
He was like, you told me like you did dope or something already. I'm like, bro, no, let's go Negro. Like, let's go Negro.
Doesn't get more Negro than this, man. If you don't know, the movie is about Harriet Tubman. She was a former slave who escaped and went back 13 times to the plantation to go capture.
Savage.
Exactly. To go back and bring 70 other slaves to freedom, along with other accomplishments she has. Women's suffrage activist, was she a political activist? Fought in the war, yeah.
I didn't even know that until the movie.
I don't think I knew that either.
Yeah,
I don't think
fought in the Civil War. Yeah, that's pretty much the movie really emphasized her main contribution to history, which was freeing other slaves. But the film stars, I'm gonna mess this up.
I can pronounce it if you'd like. Come on, let's try it. You can do it.
Cynthia Erivo?
There you go.
There you go. Leslie Odom Jr., Joe Alwyn, Janelle Monáe, and what's this guy's name? H. Hunter? Henry Hunter Hall. Triple H. Wrestler. Triple H.
Wait, did I see him in there? Triple H?
No.
Wait, what?
No.
I'm like, wait, what?
No. His name is Henry Hunter Hall.
Oh.
So Triple H.
I'm about to say, wait, what? Triple H is in there? Hold on, bro.
Nah. But yeah, I guess pretty much gave the rundown of the movie, so we can just hop into general thoughts. Either two want to start first?
I'll go.
All right.
I'm gonna say like, of course, like it was like a Black History Month movie.
Mm.
I felt like they put too much, like they didn't put like enough emphasis on like the action of like, or how do I say it, like detrimental it was to like keep going back. Like I feel like it wasn't enough action. Like when she traveled across by herself the first time. She stayed in Philadelphia for a year. Okay, boom, she went back. But when she came back with the people, we didn't really see anything. Like, we just saw them, like, cross the lake. Like, we didn't really see, like, oh, was it, like, how many people was hunting them down? Like, oh, did they actually have to encounter something? Like, we didn't see it. Like, it kind of just cut to her bringing them in Philadelphia. I feel like they should have put a little bit more emphasis on, like, the action of, like, her going back and forth.
Just her journey going back. Because they
like
make it seem sweet, right?
Yeah,
like,
they make it, yeah.
Okay. Lee?
Yeah, so like you said, that part, and I don't know why, bro, but like growing up, people told me that like Harriet used to punch babies.
What?
Yeah, they said like to silence the babies. Like Harriet Tubman used to punch the babies, bro. Like
I
never
learn
heard
something
that?
new every day.
Bro.
I never heard of this.
Nobody heard that, bro. What?
No.
Bro, they told me Harriet Tubman used to like punch babies to like keep them quiet. I thought I was gonna see that in the film. Didn't see that. Kind of disappointed.
Maybe it happened off screen. Maybe it happened off screen. We don't know.
Did
Oh,
Harriet
shoot.
Tubman?
It's gonna be a crazy Google search.
Bro,
Yeah.
like-
Harriet Tubman punched children, punched babies.
No.
AI, no. Harriet Tubman drugged babies and children's.
Oh, so it's worse.
But she drugged them. She didn't punch them though.
Right.
Like that makes it better. Okay. She gave them medicine which made them sleep. It's not as bad. Just like
Yeah, but
melatonin,
still,
a
like,
little
alright,
NyQuil. What's a
alright.
little
no
NyQuil?
dang melatonin. What the
No,
heck,
they
nah,
had
bro.
nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely believe, like, I definitely agree with what Jaleel said. Something that I did like about the film was that they incorporated, like, God a lot.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I definitely like that. She was, like, getting these, like, visions or dreams or whatever, and they was just, like, turning right around or whatever. I did like that part. Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely. I was gonna talk about that too. That clearly religion was a big, big part of her traveling back and forth.
Yeah.
Luke, your thoughts?
I've got notes on the religion stuff too, but I think it was mid.
The movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have the strongest of feelings on it as I did the other ones that we watched this month.
Yeah. Like, what all we watched? Dope.
Dope was there.
Fences.
And what was the one that we did at the start of the month?
Dope. Fences. Oh, last week. Green Book.
Oh yeah, Green. How did I forget that one? I pitched that movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got good like world building with costume design and some cinematography stuff, but the rest of it just feels really mundane or downright not thought out. Like the acting is not bad, but nothing stands out enough to me to where it's like something I feels good. It's just kind of baseline. And then the story and the editing is quite poor, if you ask me.
Okay.
Because it focuses trying to do too much, but I can go into more depth with that in a little bit.
All right.
These are general thoughts.
Yeah. I think I too would agree. The movie wasn't. I don't think it was as. I feel like we could have been given more. Like Jaleel said, the movie, it just underplays how much she went through. She made it seem like you don't even really see her hair messed up. You know, you going through hundreds of miles and she still got a decent set of hair going on. You would have thought she would have had like some wild going on. And it wasn't, I get the world building, but I felt like it looked too clean. You know, Janelle Monáe, I don't think she was a good pick for this movie because she's too, I don't know if this is like mean to say. She looks too good to be a slave. Or she wasn't a slave, but she looks too well put together to be someone in the 1850s. If that makes sense. Like I know she wasn't a slave in this, and she went like when Harriet traveled to, where'd she go? Maryland?
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
When she went to Philadelphia. When she went to Philadelphia.
I don't know.
Yeah, when she went to Philadelphia, and I know that's where everyone was at when they were freed and everything, but I felt like, I don't know, I just couldn't really believe. It's something about, I guess it was more about the casting. Because I know Janelle Monáe from Singing. Right. I'm not going to believe that you were once a runaway slave, you know?
Right.
Cynthia definitely did a good job, though. Actress that played Harriet, she did a good job. And what's the other gentleman's name? The guy that
Played Gideon?
yeah.
Let me put these actors up.
No,
'cause you said
William.
names that I don't know.
Oh,
William Still. Yeah, he was a good acting choice, but and I didn't like the music. I feel like it was really over dramatic, despite how little we were being shown.
Nah,
Yeah, like it was really like it was a lot. It was like really loud too. But I'm bashing it this much, but it's a good story. I feel like this is a movie for children, you know, just so they don't get the whole overview of how intense slavery really was.
Yeah, because it was PG-13.
You know?
Yeah.
So maybe this is a movie, I can't say targeted towards children, but they could definitely make this a rated R film. And but yeah, I think that's about it. Also, put Harriet on the $20 bill, bro. We've been talking about that for forever.
Harriet on a $20 bill.
That's been a work. They've been talking about that forever.
I think that is a crazy statement. I think that is a crazy statement.
That's a real thing. They were talking about putting Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill. That's
when do I live under a rock? Like,
you never
what? Never heard of that.
Harriet.
Now
I feel like I don't know, man. Nah, that's crazy.
That was a
crazy.
thing. Back in Congress.gov, women on the $20 bill. A bill to require $20 notes to include a portrait of Harriet Tubman and for other purposes. From Congress.gov from 2023 to 2024. And they've been talking about that since before 2023. So I don't know if they scared to put Harriet on the $20 bill or whatever, but I don't know. I know it's like a random
I
fact.
think Harriet was like fake for like a long time though.
You thought Harriet Tubman was fake?
Yeah, I used to think Harriet Tubman was fake, like a conspiracy. I thought she was like a myth, like a myth made up to like give black people hope, like back then.
I can't even blame you, because if I didn't run away with them, I just see all my brothers and sisters missing after a couple of days. I'm like, who is this Harriet lady?
I don't know. I thought that for a long time.
But yeah, that's fair.
did y'all like laugh at any moments of the film?
I laughed quite a lot.
I laughed at the wrong moments.
I'm saying, I laughed at that part when he was like I woke up to see your black face. I'm like, oh shoot! Like what? I was scared, but I seen your black face. I was like, dang, he just low-key cooked it.
Yeah, bro. I laughed at all the wrong moments. I don't want to say what I laughed at.
I laughed at the part where she ran away after I think she found out that she couldn't have, like, her baby wasn't gonna be born free if they were to have children, and then she ran away, and then Gideon had came up to her and she was praying, and then he was like, what did he say? He was like, I told you a long time ago, God don't answer prayers.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa. I was like, I probably shouldn't have laughed at that, but I did. I did find it funny.
Man, that's I chuckled at.
Kim, you mind sharing one?
Yeah, I kind of want to hear that too. Don't be shy.
It was it was when one time Harriet came back to Philly with all the batch of slaves, and one of them was like,
Bro cannot even say it. He can't even.
he was like, my master called me so much I thought it was my name.
That's crazy.
Bro.
He turned away from the camera. He can't even stare at you guys and say this. Like, bro.
I'll take your black card for that.
Man, he called me nigger so much.
My master called me so much.
I just laughed at
Can we
times, like,
say this
editing
on
was
like?
Well, shit,
bro.
It's gonna get bleeped at some
We'll
point.
bleep
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
yeah, man, we'll bleep it
Yeah.
out, but they get the.
No, the
point.
only time I think I laughed was like the goofy ass editing that happened throughout this entire movie. It's so strange, and it's mostly to do with the flashbacks or like
It was like
Vision,
heavy blue.
whatever they are. I don't know. I'm just gonna call them delusion. Like I don't know what they were. Like they would just like, because I'm watching it right for the first time, and it's like one of the first things that happens, like after she gets up from the field and is going back towards the house. And it's just this massive white flash that hits your screen and goes back, and I was like getting flashbanged by it.
Yeah.
And it just was like that for the entire film every time it showed up. And then afterwards, I was like, I don't know if these mattered that much. Like, could you not have gone about it a different way?
I think those scenes were essential in telling the story about her relationship with God and religion. Because I think that's what I took away from them. Just to, because you see how much they're included. So I guess that's to just show how much, how is that the word? Integral? I don't know how important. Integral, yeah. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
It really just emphasized how much like she was guided by God. Like it wasn't like she did it alone, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like that's what I was basically getting from.
What you get from?
like her moments with God or like the flashbacks.
Just the flashbacks, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like what Leek said. Just felt like she was like guided, and she constantly was said throughout the film as well. It's like God led me here. I still had like when she was talking to Till and he was telling her like, oh, not to go back, and she was like, God led me, but I still have my own feet. I still did it by myself, but God did lead me here. Yeah.
And I don't think that's bad. Like I got that too, but I think it was just the fact that it happens at such random times almost. Like there's one scene where like they're Harriet's like guiding all of them through the woods and magically just falls to her knees. And I'm bro, what are you doing? And then like the moment that I thought that to myself, boom, flashbang and a flashback, and I was like, okay, we can turn the brightness down.
It felt like a game. You ever played Oh my gosh, what's those games where there's multiple players and
There's a lot of multiplayer.
hold on, bro. I knew he was gonna say something. What's those games where it's like multiple people play the same game at the same time and different storylines on the same, like Until Dawn.
Yeah, like Until Dawn or the Corey.
Yeah, one of them games. I felt like it was one of those because in those games you kind of just stop and you just have to pass the controller off because your character's about to get into something.
All right.
Not saying that's like a good or a bad thing for the
Yeah.
film, but that's just what it reminded me of. But I wish we would have gotten more about Harriet Tubman because we get a 5-10 minute thing about her being in the Civil War at the end.
Yeah,
But I'm looking up now, the railroads. I don't even know if we really get into that in the film, or am I dumb?
They barely name drop it, but it's there.
Yeah, they did it when she got inducted.
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
they
they
showed
don't.
the committee. And,
Yeah, they don't really get into that. I'm looking up some fun facts about her. When she was in the military service, like they kind of just throw at the end of historical movies, they kind of just throw like,
so much thrown at us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a lot thrown at us at once. Like, I feel like that the war part definitely could have been incorporated maybe into the movie. Like that would have been kind of raw, bro. Yeah.
I could have.
definitely, like you would think for like a 2-hour and 6-minute runtime, they would have put in something about her being a spy inside the Civil War. I mean, they went it so far as to include the I think it was I don't want to say Slave Trade Act, but whatever act that allowed people from the South to come to the North and get the slaves that were the Runaway Slave Act. That's what it was called, I think. But they went so far as to include that, but like for a 2-hour and 6-minute runtime, you couldn't include the war.
That's one of the biggest downfalls in the movie because after a minute it's so flat.
Right.
Like we understand that she gets the slaves, but we don't really go anywhere from there. Like we get in the journey she takes that you were saying earlier. The journey she takes isn't as difficult as I can only imagine it was.
Right.
You're God knows who. What's up?
It was 100 miles, bro.
100 miles.
100 miles. Like,
I'm gassed at 4 when I run. I can't run 4 miles without feeling defeated, bro. And you used to run track.
Yeah, the furthest I went, I think, was 7-ish miles. So I couldn't do shit past that.
I went to the gym the other day. I see my homeboy there. Yeah, bro, I just ran like 17 miles, 2 hours.
Bro's lying.
No, he's not, Michael.
There's no shot he's lying.
Cap,
Maybe
17 miles.
I might have just lied for him. I think maybe it was 12. Is that the thing?
Maybe.
2 hours
12
straight.
miles. Wait, how long do that take to run?
Bro, 150 miles. Let me think. 100. I don't know how long it take. To be honest,
It takes a long time.
So 7 minutes per mile.
Right. I'm going to use the calculator because
I
I'm a
might have
dumbass, but
I might have lied. I do know he said he ran for 2 hours straight.
how many miles?
I don't know.
Well, how many miles did he go?
I don't know. I just know
Okay.
he ran for 2 hours.
Okay, if he
straight.
ran for 2 hours, then okay. But
That's what I'm saying. He probably ran
Okay,
12
okay,
miles.
okay,
He ran for 2 hours, so he probably got 12.
Yeah.
okay.
Shout out to my boy Michael, man, holding it down.
But I agree with you.
I guess
though,
everybody ain't big like us. So.
Yeah, I'm bro. 3 miles. I'm like, fuck.
the side stitch kicks in.
You know.
But yeah, I agree. The story. I mean, I've stressed multiple times since I've been co-host that story is like the most important thing you can do, and I fully agree that. Why are you laughing? What? That's crazy.
Because I'm thinking we have a coworker named Aiden, and Aiden reads our movie reviews, and Aiden asked
Oh.
him earlier, "Have you ever liked a movie?" Because he'll
my
never
bad, guys.
he'll never give nothing, but he
Yeah.
It's often you're more likely to find him disliking a movie than you do liking a movie.
Dang.
Anyway, but no, like I agree. They try to focus on too much and can't nail down like the core of it. Like how we said, like not dedicating time towards the war and then just kind of like briefly brushing past the Underground Railroad after the induction and naming it. And then after that, I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
But like not being able to stick with one thing makes everything feel kind of disconnected. And that only gets worse with the editing because of how many time jumps there are between like every scene for the most part. There's one where I think it's after they leave Philadelphia and then it cuts a few years and they're in Canada and it's just completely out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then the scene after that cuts back and then they're back in the States again. another few years later for a funeral, and I'm like, where did the time go? I feel like you're just telling me time passed, and you're not proving that time passed.
It does kind of like, jump around a lot. I would agree with him on that part. I don't know. Like you said, like the editing it just feels clunky. And like a lot of the moments are like just like this movie is not supposed to be funny, but I just found myself laughing. Like some of the things like how can the slaves not like most of the slaves not like read or write or swim, but like we or most black people like they couldn't read, write, or swim. But when they were about to cross the lake, and then I forgot the young dude's name with like the raccoon, the raccoon hat. They couldn't swim. Most of them couldn't read or write. He seemed pretty like acquainted himself though. But I was wondering like, why was he in a tree like watching them? Like
he was a spy.
Yeah, but like in a tree though, like I could not fathom that. I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, they can't even swim, but like he could climb a tree. Like that's crazy.
Man.
This privileged black boy. This thing, bro. They can climb trees. Like he can climb trees. Like,
bro, if you man, I get what you saying. Like,
With Mike.
oh my bad.
I get what you saying, but like if most like. I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if most slaves were, like, enabled back then, and, like, most black people were enabled back then, how can this dude just, like, you feel me, climb a tree? Like.
Yeah, so, sorry, camera died. Fix some stuff. Or car got full. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, so one of the main reasons why the world building thing didn't really connect with me is because it felt like a play. Like a lot of the way the camera moved and everything, and I guess how well put together everything was, it just looked like a set. Like obviously it is, but I just couldn't put myself there. Like I think it's also because we didn't get a lot of the I keep saying it, but just a lot of the hardships of it. They make it look too easy. Like one of the hardest things was crossing the river. Granted, even if you can't swim, you can cross a river if your life depends on it.
Did we even see like my bad to cut you off? Did we even see like inside of like a slave home or like
we did?
I don't think we seen that.
Briefly, I think. Whenever they start noticing that a few of them start running away, and the owner like lashes out on the one waitress that comes up.
No, that was inside, bro. That was inside their home. Like if the film felt very comfortable. That's
Oh wait, you mean like where the slaves were like staying?
Like where they
oh
stayed.
yeah, we don't see inside. Yeah.
That's but I guess that's what we have movies like 12 Years a Slave from. Like that traumatized
that movie is
me.
boring.
It's boring.
That movie is boring.
This movie.
They can both.
I don't think it was boring, bro. I'm not gonna troll and say like, this movie was boring, because Harriet is Harriet.
You know, she had a great. They don't depict her right. Like nothing about Harriet Tubman is boring. It's just the way they make her seem. Like it just seems so easy. It's like watching LeBron play basketball. Like if they make a movie about LeBron, but they give somebody the if you make a LeBron movie, but you give somebody like the player build or playing like Carlos Boozer, that's gonna be, you're not doing them justice.
Yeah, it just like it was just boring, man. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like I feel like I had like a hard time watching this movie. Like it was hard for me to get through it. Easily though, like if this movie was rated R, easily it could have been more fun to watch. Like not to say like I'm a maniac that just like people getting shot.
A little bit more intensity with it.
The classification of the movie, it says action drama. But it's like, it's more so drama, but it also doesn't even feel like a drama because like half of the time I feel like the emotion not even there. The best thing about this movie was her relationship with God. Like that's what I would say.
Yeah. You should say something.
Yeah. I was trying to say like, definitely agreeing with what he said. I definitely feel like they should have added something like some tension in there to just make it seem like, or make it feel like, bro, Harriet, you better not get caught. Like how you said, it was like too easy. Like how you said, LeBron planning to get some kids or something.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't. It just I hate to, yeah. And I hate this way we ended off Black History Month, just bashing Harriet Tubman.
I'm so sorry, Harriet.
Yeah, bro, you
God rest
G
her
though.
soul.
G though, I'll tell you that. She lived to 90 something, like 91, 92.
91, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Harriet is savage.
Can't knock that.
Yeah.
Somebody just told me she was buff.
Buff?
Nah,
Like she
in
was
that
jacked.
picture, she was not buff, bro.
Harriet wasn't buff?
No, bro.
Bro,
Hella
Harriet
cardio,
like
though.
One of them dogs, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
She probably got legs. Like, she probably got some legs on her, but like every girl got some legs on her. Like,
That's a quote.
Went from
saying,
bashing
bro.
Harriet Tubman to glazing her is crazy.
I mean,
she
like
got
if she run 100 miles, like 150 miles in a car is like what, like two,
Like,
what, like 2 hours, right? Like 2 hours and 30 minutes, bro. Like, imagine walking that, bro. That's crazy.
it ain't 2.5 hours though.
Like 150 miles, not 2.5 hours in a car.
It is in the car, but like,
But I'm talking about like imagine like walking that.
oh
Though.
yeah, for sure. That's
it's
like months
crazy.
worth. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wait, 100 miles. Was she like pretty close?
What you mean?
Wait, no, she was close. I'm tweaking. Hold on, was she closer than? Yeah, never mind. My bad. My bad.
It's just like it just feel like it was like no consequences of her getting caught. Like I didn't feel scared for her at all. It's
Yeah,
just like I
like-
know she's gonna make it back to Philadelphia. Like the closest thing they got to that was Mr. Till showing like the emphasis on him. Like he was like worried when she was going. Like every time she came back, like he was hopping out his chair and like going up to hug her and stuff because he didn't know if she was gonna make it back. She's gonna make it back. Like it just feel like it was no consequences to her going back to the South like at all.
What was we didn't even talk about this one character who was also, oh man, I forget his name. Was it Walter?
I gotta look. I don't know.
Walter.
Let me see.
This guy, the one that
That's the one. The rat,
Yeah, we talked about that.
raccoon, Yeah.
yeah,
That's the guy with the raccoon hat.
I was more interested in his character than Harriet for a lot of for the beginning, I'll say, because we have this I don't know, when we're introduced to him, he's trying to like give him up like snitch.
Yeah.
And we introduced him as a snitch, and I don't know, I was kind of interested to see how far he was gonna go with it, but
Right.
we don't get that far into it because he sees them one time, and then he kind of just lies and
Yeah,
helps
like,
them out.
Had like a change of heart.
Yeah, so I wonder if, and this is just, it doesn't really add or detract from the movie, but I wonder if he was always like that, like if he
Like
was
where did
always,
he grow up? Like did he grow up free?
no, just
Things of that
like
nature?
was he always like just taking money from,
Oh,
or was he always a spy or a snitch or
Right.
I wonder how
whatever,
that-
whatever he was. I get
Yeah.
what you're saying.
I
His character like was like pretty interesting, but they just didn't like dive deep on it at all. Like they just immediately had him have like a change of heart and like
yeah.
immediately started working for Harriet, which is like I said, like 2 hours and 6 minutes, man. Where did it?
And we don't really get that much.
Where did it go? Like where did it go?
I feel like I wish we'd have learned something. Like we all said, or I don't know if we all said it, but I didn't know Harriet was not a war general, but fought in the war prior to the movie. We get that the last 2 minutes of the movie. Like, oh, I mean, I knew she freed slaves, but like,
Right.
what about this aspect of her life? It's like the have y'all seen the Capone movie?
I feel like I've heard of it.
2020. It's a movie about the last year of life for Al Capone, and obviously he's an older guy after being a gangster and all that. But it was just really boring. Like we knew what he was capable of, but they don't. And that was the point of the movie, to just show the last year of his life. But it's just
Like mundane almost.
yeah, like there was. You didn't tell me anything new. Like Al Capone's an old guy. Everyone's an old guy. All old guys do the same thing. I mean, Al Capone's kind of different because he had the government involved with his life and everything. But
Right.
other than that, I don't think I have anything else to say. I think it's the cinematography. That was the flashbacks. And I think that also, the cinematography also, and the lighting also played with why I felt like it was a play, because it was such a harsh blue. Like I know there's a light right off screen.
Especially when it's like at nighttime. It's like,
You know?
Yeah.
But I can't fault them for that because, I don't know, we're about to shoot short films and
Exactly.
we don't know what
We
I mean.
we
I
know
don't-
how hard it is. Like
Yeah, but then again, you have a multi-million-dollar budget going into
Facts.
this, so I don't know. But
No excuses, bro. No excuses.
that's all I have to say. You good?
Yeah, I'm out of things to talk about too.
Anything else you gotta say?
I'm green, bro. I'm green.
Anything else you gotta say, Lee?
Let me think. I don't know. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got right into it. Usually what we do is we rate movies 1, or you could do 0 through 5 on movies. Lee can go with you first. What do you rate Harriet?
I'm gonna rate Harriet a 7.
1 through 5.
7 out of 5.
Oh, 1 through 5. Oh, my bad. Did you say 7? Oh, my bad. 1 through 5. My bad. Okay, then I'm gonna rate it like. I'm gonna rate it a 3.
Rated at 3? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
I'll probably give it like around the same rating. I was gonna say 2.5, but like I gotta give it another 0.5 just because it's Harriet. But you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna give it 2.5.
2.5. We don't have any WAP. We can download some.
I could have sworn.
Can you
we
hear
had
this?
one.
I can hear it sound like a ding.
Yeah, it is. It's like the Apple Pay noise. Luke,
I'm gonna give it a 3 as well.
give it a 3.
Pretty mid, if you ask me. It's just kind of middle of the road.
Okay. The one that what gives it the extra half? Because mid is 2.5. What gives it the extra?
For me, mid is 3 because you're in the middle of the 5-star.
Nah, bro. Mid is like, to me, mid is
2.5.
mid is just bad. Like when you say mid, like you just mean bad.
I've got a whole scale for
You
it.
do?
that I
He said I
use,
got a
but
whole
it-
scale.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna give it a. I said 3 before I got here, but now after thinking about it, like I wouldn't say it's bad. I could rewatch it if I need to. I think I give it a 2.5 too.
all right, fair.
But yeah, like overall, 2.5 out of 5.
2.5, 3,
3.
2.5. Well, that's our podcast for the week.
Not even a review at this point.
That this week it was Jaleel and Malik featuring Cameron.
Featuring Cameron, yeah, featuring the host, yeah.
Nah, it was fun. This was a very fun conversation, man. I'm glad. I know we get kind of serious sometimes. Thank you both for coming on, man.
Nah, for sure.
Appreciate it.
For sure.
But yeah, that wraps up our Black History movie review. There's a lot of great historical figures. True. Harriet is one of them. Harriet is part of the reason why I'm for
Facts.
I'll say that.
We love Harriet.
We love Harriet forever. and
Big
always.
Harriet.
But yeah, thank y'all for watching the
Nah, for sure.
podcast this week. Thank y'all for coming on. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we'll be back next week. We don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about BHM this month, or a lot this month. I guess back to the
regular grind,
back
if
to
you will.
we have when is
I feel like I know what you're looking for, but I don't think it's yet.
it is.
It is?
It's next
Oh, man.
week.
Boy, do we have a good episode for you next week.
It is. We have a guest next week. Very good. Very
oh, man, it's going to be so good.
yeah. Oh man, if we win this weekend, that'd be great.
Oh my
We're
god.
going
Okay,
to,
so we're going to the Chicago conference, right? And they hand out an award. If we win an award and we come back with one, and then do this episode next week,
Sorry.
which you'll see who it is next week. You just got to tune in.
yeah,
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Probably
It's
my
gonna be
favorite.
crazy.
I know we didn't say anything before, but yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Oh, we're so excited,
But
and they're excited too.
He said, "Can we know?" Like we just sitting there.
not yet, man. We
Not
got-
on air. Not on air.
But thank you guys for watching again. I'm Cam,
I'm Luke.
Jaleel.
Leak.
and we will see you all next week. Bye.
Peace.